Okay, good morning. It's your boy Pillar. It's a lot of stuff about Semite and anti-Semitic, but we know in school we're not even really taught these words and how they relate and pertain to people because we don't control our schools as far as so-called black people. So what happens is when you're dealing with war, you've been colonized and enslaved, and the person who colonized and enslaved you control your education, which you never go check out to see who you are. You just go with what they say. You're going to lose a lot of battles, simple battles, right? And so before we even talk about, you see, we went to Britannica, what a Semite is, let's just remember the African origin of all religions. What is Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, Islam, it all came out of Africa, right? So anybody talks about anything religious, know that it's connected to Africa. And so I want to send this out as an educational thing, not to really, because we are the oldest people on the planet. We don't got time to play with no young people on the planet. They haven't even been around a million years playing games, but they have miseducated our brothers and sisters and turned them to Negro thinking individuals. And I'm not trying to down anybody, but we don't know your world history. Someone can easily manipulate you. I don't care if you have millions and billions of dollars. So I want to respond to this when people say, black people are promoting anti-Semitic stuff, right? You know who we are, the ancient people of the planet. Even though I say black, it's just a modern term. And so when I look on TV and I'm watching sports and I see people like Nick Friedel or Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless act like they're trying to educate people on anti-Semitic stuff, which doesn't even make sense to me. Anti-Semitic, whatever they're trying to say, we need to first define what that word means and how it relates to us as the black community, right? So let me show you something. You see, it says Semite people, right? It says Semite. Semite, name given in the 19th century to a member of any people who speak one of the Semitic languages. So we know the 19th century is not even ancient, right? 19th century is not even ancient. So you first learn that the word Semite is a new term, right? It says to speak one of the Semitic languages. We'll go into that later. A family of languages spoken primarily in the parts of Western Asia and Africa. Let me say that again. Semite, name given in the 19th century to a member of any people who speak one of the Semitic languages, a family of languages spoken primarily in parts of Western Asia and Africa. The term therefore came to include Arabs. Now, you ever read the Bible and heard of Queen of Sheba? Sheba is in Arabia. So we are in Arabia is next to Ethiopia. Look on the map. Akkadians, Canaanites. Who the Canaanites? We are the Canaanites in the Bible. Black people, right? Hebrews. We know who the Hebrews are, right? Okay, because Hebrew is an Afro-Asiatic language. And it says some Ethiopians, right? So let's keep on going. Amhara and Tigray, but we are the Ethiopians too. It says that Armenian tribes, although Mesopotamia, the western coast of the Mediterranean, the Arabian Peninsula, the Horn of Africa, have all been proposed as possible sites for the prehistoric origins of Semitic-speaking populations. Let's say that again. Although Mesopotamia, which is Africa, the western coast of the Mediterranean, which is Africa, the Arabian Peninsula, if it's not Africa, it's right next to Africa, and the Horn of Africa, which is Africa, have all been proposed as the possible sites of prehistoric origins of Semitic-speaking populations. There remains no archaeological or scientific evidence of a common Semitic people because Semitic-speaking people do not share any traits aside from language. Use of the term Semites to refer to broad range of Semitic people often has fallen out of favor. Okay, so what is that telling you? No one person, no one race, no white person, no light-skinned Jew, so-called Jew person can just claim Semite for themselves. It's like Latin. You just can look at Jennifer Lopez and say she's a Latin person when you know Brazil and Haiti is in Latin America. And you find people like Cecilia Cruz and Antonio Macio, who the Bronze Titan. Latin America is also filled with black people. That's why black people are also the Hispanics. These are words just created to divide and conquer us. We are the Semites. We are the ancient people. No one can claim that. And so as I showed you, keep on. This just gets you going. All right. We are the Semitic people. And then let's see, hold on. Let's see, can we click on where it says Semitic languages? Just to show you how it's all a hustle, okay? They will hustle you. Well, I couldn't get it, but we'll check that out next time, all right? Wait, hold on. Is it coming through? Okay, let's see what it says. Whoa, is that Africa? Look, you see that? You see, is that right? Semitic languages. And so, let's go to what it says. A Semitic language. Semitic languages that form a branch of the Afro-Asiatic language platform. Members of the Semitic group are spread throughout North Africa, Southwest Asia, and have played preeminent roles in linguistic and landscape for the Middle East. Okay? And so as you see, Semitic is a branch of the Afro-Asiatic languages. Let me say that again. Semitic is an Afro-Asiatic language, right? And so we know that we the people of Africa, but what did Elijah Muhammad tell us? We are also the Asiatic black man. And so when you hear these words like anti-Semitic, it's basically saying you are anti-African, you are anti-Asiatic. You can't be that. Because if you are, that means you're dealing with mental slavery. And I just do this out of love. Like I say, tag Shannon Sharp, Nick Friedel, Skip, because my community will not be miseducated. That's why we have to control our schools. Because people will take your history and use it against you to conquer you. And so to me, it's very funny because we are many years old, and I don't know how they thinking that we believe anything they say. We taught them. They came to Africa to learn from us. When they were in dark ages in Europe, us Moors came and brought them out their dark ages. Now all of a sudden we dumb. We don't know what education is. No, what it is they're ungrateful. They stole the gold and diamonds. But we'll talk about that later, okay? Love y'all. Peace. Have a wonderful day.